Sometimes prophecy can sound like history just told in advance. We saw that in Ezekiel with the prophecy of the king of Tyre. I've gone over that a little bit, and I think we're going to revisit that at some point. But today, we are seeing a little bit more of that with Zechariah 9 through 11. These are practically echoing the Gospels. So let's get right into it. If I get my screen right. There we go. Okay. So, Zechariah 9. A pronouncement. The word of the Lord is against the land of Hadrach, and Damascus is its resting place for the eyes of humanity, and all the tribes of Israel are on the Lord. And also against Hamath, which borders it, as well as Tyre and Sidon. Though they are very shrewd, Tyre has built herself a fortress. She has heaped up silver like dust and gold like the dirt of the streets. Listen, the Lord will impoverish her and cast her wealth into the sea. She herself will be consumed by fire. Ashkelon will see it and be afraid. Gaza too, and will ride in great pain, as well as Ekron, for her hope will fail. There will cease to be a king in Gaza, and Ashkelon will become uninhabited. A mongrel people will live in Ashdod. And I will destroy the pride of the Philistines. I will remove the blood from their mouths and the abhorrent things from between their teeth. Then they too will become a remnant for our God. They will become like a clan in Judah, and Ekron like the Jebusites. I will encamp in my house as a guard against those who march back and forth, and no oppressor will march against them again. For now I have seen with my own eyes. Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout in triumph, daughter Jerusalem. Look, your king is coming to you. He is righteous and victorious, humble and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey. I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim and the horse from Jerusalem. The bow of war will be removed, and he will proclaim peace to the nations. His dominion will extend from sea to sea, from the Euphrates River to the ends of the earth. As for you, because of the blood of your covenant, I will release your prisoners from the waterless cistern. Return to a stronghold, you prisoners who have hope. Today I declare that I will restore double to you, for I will bend Judah as my bow. I will fill that bow with Ephraim. I will rouse your sons, Zion, against your sons, Greece. I will make you like a warrior's sword. Then the Lord will appear over them, and his arrow will fly like lightning. The Lord God will sound the ram's horn and advance with the southern storms. The Lord of armies will defend them. They will consume and conquer with sling stones. They will drink and be rowdy as if with wine. They will be as full as the sprinkling basin, like those at the corners of the altar. The Lord their God will save them on that day as the flock of his people, for they are like jewels in a crown sparkling over his land. How lovely and beautiful! Grain will make the young men flourish, and new wine the young women. Chapter 10. Ask the Lord for rain in the seasons of spring rain. The Lord makes the rain clouds, and he will give them showers of rain, the crops in the field for everyone, for his idols speak falsehood. And the diviners see illusions. They relate empty dreams and offer empty comfort. Therefore the people wander like sheep. They suffer affliction because there is no shepherd. My anger burns against the shepherds, so I will punish the leaders. For the Lord of armies has tended his flock, the house of Judah. He will make them like his majestic steed in battle, the cornerstone, the tent peg, the battle bow, and every ruler. All will go out from him together. They will be like warriors in battle, trampling down the mud of the streets. They will fight because the Lord is with them. They will put horsemen to shame. I will strengthen the house of Judah and deliver the house of Joseph. I will restore them, because I have compassion on them, and they will be as though I had never rejected them. For I am the Lord their God, and I will answer them. Ephraim will be like a warrior. and their hearts will be glad as if with wine. Their children will see it and be glad. Their hearts will rejoice in the Lord. I will whistle and gather them because I have redeemed them. They will be as numerous as they once were. Though I sow them among the nations, they will remember me in the distant lands. They and their children will live and return. I will bring them back from the land of Egypt and gather them from Assyria. I will bring them to the land of Gilead and to Lebanon, but it will not be enough for them. The Lord will pass through the sea of distress and strike the waves of the sea. All the depth of the Nile will dry up. The pride of Assyria will be brought down, and the scepter of Egypt will come to an end. I will strengthen them in the Lord, and they will march in his name. This is the Lord's declaration. Open your gates, Lebanon, and fire will consume your cedars. Wait, Cypress, for the cedar has fallen, the glorious trees are destroyed. Wail, oaks of Bashan, for the stately forest has fallen. Listen to the wail of the shepherds, for their glory is destroyed. Listen to the roar of young lions, for the thickets of the Jordan are destroyed. The Lord my God says this: shepherd the flock intended for slaughter. Those who buy them slaughter them, but are not punished. Those who sell them say, blessed be the Lord, because I have become rich. Even their own shepherds have no compassion for them. Indeed, I will no longer have compassion on the inhabitants of the land. This is the Lord's declaration. Instead, I will turn everyone over to his neighbor and his king. They will devastate the land, and I will not rescue it from their hand. So I shepherded the flock intended for slaughter, and the oppressed of the flock. I took two staffs, calling one favor and the other union, and I shepherded the flock. In 1 month I got rid of 3 shepherds. I became impatient with them, and they also detested me. Then I said, I will no longer shepherd you. Let what is dying die, and let what is perishing perish. Let the rest devour each other's flesh. Next I took my staff, called favor, and cut it in two, annulling the covenant I had made with all the peoples. It was annulled on that day, and so the oppressed of the flock who were watching me knew it was the word of the Lord. Then I said to them, if it seems right to you, give me my wages, but if not, keep them. So they weighed my wages, 30 pieces of silver. Throw it to the potter. The Lord said to me, this magnificent price I was valued by them. So I took the 30 pieces of silver and threw it into the house of the Lord to the potter. Then I cut in two my second staff, union, annulling the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. The Lord also said to me, take the equipment of the foolish shepherd. I am about to raise up a shepherd in the land who will not care for those who are perishing, and he will not seek the lost or heal the broken. He will not sustain the healthy, but he will devour the flesh of the fat sheep and tear off their hooves. Woe to the worthless shepherd who deserts the flock. May a sword strike his arm and his right eye. May his arm wither away and his right eye go completely blind. Okay. That is... ever an itch on your nose and you can't get it? Man. Okay. That is it for our reading. We do have our questions still, though. Question 1. How does Zechariah's description of the coming king in chapter 9 connect to Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem? Well, let's see. So in chapter 9, it says, rejoice greatly, daughter Zion, shout in triumph, daughter Jerusalem. Look, your king is coming to you. He is righteous and victorious, humble and riding a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey. I will cut off the chariot of Ephraim and the horse of Jerusalem. The bow of war will be removed, and he will proclaim peace to the nations. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. As for you, because of the blood of your covenant, I will release your prisoners from the waterless cistern. So, there is a good bit here that is directly talking about Jesus coming into um, Jerusalem when he was to be sacrificed. And we do see um, in okay, we see in, I knew it was chapter 11. Um, in chapter 11, there's also a reference here um, to the 30 pieces of silver. Verse 12, then I said to them, if it seems right to you, give me my wages, but if not, keep them. So they weighed my wages, 30 pieces of silver. Throw it to the potter. The Lord said to me, this magnificent price I was valued by them. So they took the 30 pieces of silver and threw it into the house of the Lord to the potter. What was Jesus betrayed for? In Matthew, my computer's not wanting to cooperate. Okay, in the Gospel of Matthew, it explicitly states that Jesus was betrayed for 30 pieces of silver. So there's several things here that are looking forward at Jesus that are pretty, like, straightforward. And things that Jesus couldn't control either, necessarily. Question 2. What is the imagery of the rejected shepherd in chapter 11 reveal about Israel's response to God's leadership and ultimately to Christ? We see over and over and over again, Israel rejects God. They keep going to other gods. They keep doing things they're not supposed to do. And they keep rejecting God. Then when Jesus comes, what do the Jewish people do? They reject Jesus. Right? Now, Jesus came to the Jewish people, but they reject him. Eventually, they will come around. But they rejected him like they rejected God. And I mean, just like they rejected a lot of prophets beforehand. It seemed to be a pretty consistent thing. The nation of Israel would reject people actually sent by God and God himself. And then they realized that after the fact. But anyways, let's go to the next question. Question 3. How do these chapters challenge our understanding of what it means to follow a king who comes in humility rather than force? I think we see with Jesus, he is the King of Kings, right? He is the one that has authority above all and actually deserves that authority above all. Yet when he came, he served people. That is the example for us as believers. Jesus came and he served. So we should be serving people. We should be walking in humility. It's not about us. One of my favorite quotes, and I never remember who this is attributed to, but it's not me. But one of my favorite quotes is, preach the gospel, die, be forgotten. Like, that should be your goal. Preach the gospel, die, be forgotten. You don't want the focus to be on you. You want the focus to be on what you were preaching, the gospel. You want your we saw this recently with Charlie Kirk stuff. His death memorial was a gospel presentation, like hours long gospel presentation. That is a good thing. That shows what his life was about. So it's not about us. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about preaching the gospel to everyone that we can. So go preach the gospel today. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as all those things help the channel grow. If this has been a blessing to you, you can share it with somebody else. It can be a blessing to them, and word of mouth is the best way that podcasts grow as well. So that can be something that helps this channel as well. Come back every single day. We're going to have more content every single day. Bible reading plan. We're going through the Bible an entire year, different teachings, all kinds of just really great biblical sound stuff like that. So you're not going to want to miss it. Come back, subscribe. Thanks. God bless.